state tomorrow, early in the morning. Should I get a chance to serve the people of Kenya again, I will stop the greed, I will stop the arrogance. But most importantly, I will be accountable to the people of Kenya. To the Police High Command, the Inspector General, who also tendered his resignation, I want to urge him to take Kenyans to all the graves where the bodies are hidden. It is time for accountability. Thank you, dear Kenyans.
Well, something that, like I said, the scripts that the criminals in charge Nigeria, that they are currently acting, or the ones they've written, is in two parts. The first part is to dominate and tell you nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. The second part is to escape from Nigeria if something happens and the military can't protect them anymore. The police can't protect them. They will need to run away from Nigeria in all of their private jets and all of that. But the only plan that they are living out, all of you Nigerian politicians watching my video, you know the only plan you are living out of all of your plans is the plan of confession when you are caught, because some of you will be caught. Yeah, people will catch some of you. And you are going to be the ones that they are going to use as sacrifices for their anger. Yeah, for their angers. So the ideal thing is for you to watch that video again and begin to write your confessional speech, including where the bodies are buried, as well as where the money are buried, and everything you've done. That confession, you better begin to learn it from the Kenyans. You better, because that's the only plan that I don't think Nigerian politicians have. They are living in this state-captured environment, and you see what me and you are doing right now. We are just blabbing. So you just sit down on social media and be making mouth, making noise. But you know something, right? It looks like we are making mouth now. And there are so many voluntary slaves that just look at me and shake his head. Yeah, at least there is one voluntary slave watching me right now, looking at me and shaking his head. Look at this one. You know, go happen. But do you know the irony of life? When it begins to happen, these same voluntary slaves, they will come back here. Mayegu, see what you have caused, so see what you have caused, though. You are the one who is telling them to go and protest, so they will come here and blame me, even though they believe it will never happen. And when it begins to really grip their slave masters, then they will turn to unity beggars. Mayegu, see, let us think about what we are doing to our country. We know that these politicians are, Mayegu, people like you should be talking to these people to calm down. We don't have another country. They will come back here. From laughing to getting so angry to turning to become unity beggars. All of that will happen. Elokosile. Write it down tonight. I mean, if you don't even believe what I'm saying, I do have a very recent testimony. Is it not under 3 years ago that I was here and I was telling you, Eje, Palasaya ti Ejeri, the kind of suffering that your parents never suffered, you will face it with them if they are still alive. They were here. You will cry. Tinubu will be president. I said, amen. Because sometimes he has to be. Just for a day like this to come. God will shame you. You will cry for 8 years. You, this enemy of Nigeria. I don't even know why they have not deported this guy. Man, I hate this guy so much. A lot of things people said about me. Only for them to now turn around when the Shege started eating them. They started asking me stupid and foolish questions on my platform, this same platform. Are you now mocking us? Instead of us to come together and speak in one voice. I say, well, you and who come together and speak about shake with any. It ain't giant. You are standing, come together and speak in one. Which voice? Huh? 8 years, you are still in 1 year. And the Shege is eating you so much that you are now thinking I'm mocking you. Under 1 year, they don't start the cries. They now said I'm mocking them. Are you happy that people are suffering? Even your own people are here too. I know. I told them too they will suffer as part of what was coming. And guess what? The difference between between some of you and my family is that they were aware that they will suffer. I was aware. I warned. Now I am seated here right now telling you that the house of card is falling. If no will taste this own baptism of fire, and they do not have any plan of how to maneuver it other than the old plan, try to bribe them, threaten them. No, sorry, gaslight them, blackmail them, then threaten them, then unleash violence on them. So after shooting people, as usual, what is the other plan? When people begin to overtake, yes, once people begin to overpower the police, overpower all those armor tanks, once people begin to take the governors, the police guns, because it's going to happen. Look at me very well. And it's not going to be the fault of any Nigerian that is actually angling to go out there to demand for a better life. This is too much. They are not the ones that are coming with the violence. The violence is going to be unleashed on them by Tinubu's sufferhead official terrorists, the terrorists in uniform, army and police. Sufferhead, zombies. There are those that will unleash violence on you. There are those that will shoot you. Then they will say your protest has been hijacked. That is the blackmailing part. And with what I am saying, you will come back here and tell me to begin to preach for peace. You will get that now. There will be no peace for these criminals. So let's see how long or how much they can. And I love it when the pastor said, all his own church members all over Nigeria, starting with his church headquarters, even if they arrest him. Do you know that Bukwari arrested him once or twice? Yeah, that Pastor Buba also is in Jaws. He's always been outspoken. So now he's telling all his church members, on the 1st of August, we are going to the government houses. That should be the drive. No go they gather on that bridge or gather yourselves at the roadside. Roadside, Oshiwo. Go to the government houses, the State House of Assembly. Let them bring all their policemen, all of their whatever. Let the action take place inside the government houses. As you are running from their tear gas, they too will be running. The politicians will be running too, to safety. That is what you call taking the battle to your oppressors. You need the number to break the barriers. And this should happen in every state. Very soon now, you begin to hear all the governors telling you that their own state is not part of it. That one state is not part of it. But guess what? The mobilization around this, the hardest part is the day one. The second day, the third day, then it becomes easier. And it becomes easier. And the number will keep swelling. You need to have this on your mind, okay? I don't think anything is going to change that. Even if Tinubu announced minimum wage of a 250,000 naira next week, it won't save him. I saw the state governor who said they can't pay 60,000 naira minimum wage. Suddenly, the news says the state governors in Nigeria back the NLC on the 250,000 naira minimum wage. They are boboing you. You get that? So if they get away with that, that will be on you, not on them. But don't let anybody tell you that nothing is going to happen. Something is going to happen. And it's already happening. It is. So I have got a few other things there to share with us, but my time is so out. So what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to take calls. Okay. So to every one of us who is still here with us, I dropped a link, an Eventbrite link. If you are interested in coming or joining the Yoruba Union Summit, a 3-day summit in Glasgow next month, that link will book you a seat there. And then there is also one pledge I really want to ask for. It's a please, save our soul. Okay. I know we all have our problems, and we do not bring all our problems to Mayegu for people to come and solve them. So people should go and solve their problems. But I do not want you to see it that way. This platform has been of help, a great help to so many people. At their lowest, or let me say at the lowest of their lives. You see, when people who usually have to handle things themselves never call for help and all that, get to the stage where they have to call for help. The ideal thing is that it doesn't really have to be that much or huge, but the art of giving. So I have 2 members of this platform that needs our support and help, and it is really urgent. I'll tell you what they need. You see, these 2 brothers, they need the financial support that runs into 600,000 naira. I mean, with their current exchange rates. One of them is clearing what he calls that a sort of outstanding school fees of his own daughter anonymously. The other is also facing an eviction, not in Nigeria, somewhere else. That 350,000 naira could actually save our brother from a form of depression caused by money. And these 2 members of this platform have been vetted by myself. These are not random people. All right. Just like I kind of have the recognition of a lot of us here. Okay. So definitely, if you open a line of communication in this regard, and I see a means of where we can all collectively support, definitely I can look into it. So I've got these 2 brothers. Ordinarily, 600,000 naira should be how much? 300 pounds. Now, if you by any chance feel like you could be of any support, I am raising 300 pounds for 2 Templars here. I would be eternally grateful to you all if we make it happen. Just so you know. Now, if anyone wants to kind of support any of these guys, because I'm actually using the 2 of them as one, if you're interested, just use that PayPal. Because when you use PayPal, you can easily put a message and say, this is for those 2 Templars you spoke about. And they will get it, like everyone else who has received the support on this platform. I just thought I should say it. I know we are not too many tonight, but it is not about the number. It is about the souls that feels like they could support. And you know something? $10, $20, $10, 20 pounds, 20 pounds, 10 pounds. We actually put together and clear this. Put a smile on this on their faces. Thank you. I'm going to go on a short break. Just a break to stretch my body, right? So I will try and probably add the link to the PayPal is on the screen. You can type it on your phone as you are watching. Type it on your browser and send it, and then it will give you the page. And you can give the support if you want to. Thanks a lot, everyone. I will be back here in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Thank you so much. I am going to go get the link. I have people who are already asking for that. The PayPal link, right, is on this screen, I believe. But I know if you don't know how to type that, okay, I'll go get the link and put it in the comment section, okay, while we receive this call. Hello there.
All hell Biafra, all hell Odudua.
All hail Biafra, all hail Odudua. Bro, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. I just came back from New York City. You know, I was like, I have to check in. You know,
New York?
It's another banger.
Really?
Man, just, you know, checking out some sightseeing and seeing what, you know, Times Square is all about, you know.
Right.
So,
and,
yeah, you know, take a little break.
Please.
Yes, wow, what an incredible show. I mean, you're saying it how it is. You're saying it how it is and what is going to happen. It's like, sometimes I say you're a prophet, everybody's a prophet, but it's not really that. It's common sense. You look at it,
yes.
You can analyze it, you see the data. What does this data say? It means that there's hell coming, there's trouble coming. And it's gotten to the point that they themselves, they became careless. You know, they've been getting away with all the atrocities, so no one has opposed them. But now, the house of cards is really falling apart. All the companies are leaving. There's no steady electricity. There's no security. There's nothing. So what do they expect? The time for them is coming to an end. And the cool thing about it is that, like I said many times, they can now move all their family members abroad, overseas. They can run themselves, but they cannot hide. They will be dealt with anywhere they go in the world because of their punishment and, how can I say,
I call it
lack of
their actions, right? Some
exactly.
Say it's karma, but for somebody like me, I don't believe it. Karma is like something you wait to happen. when people actually go for them, it will be consequences of their actions. They can't escape it. They can't.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
The consequences of their actions have caused many of us to now leave to go abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So even when they're in abroad, they're not safe. I tell you, so many times I've run into many of them in New York or anywhere else in Jersey. You know,
right?
You know, they get scared once you kind of identify who they are. They'll be like, oh, you know, they're a little jumpy because they don't know if you're going to hurt them or you're not going to, you know. So
they are already been haunted by what they have been doing.
Yeah.
And they do not even still have any remorse of stopping it.
At all. The chicken is coming home to roost. So they all better carry their baskets because it's hell to pay. I'm glad that due to this show and many other people, you know, the enlightenment and the desensitization of our people's mind so they could see things clearly, you know, it's what's going to help move this thing forward. Those days are gone where they could just say anything and people just believe. You know, enough is enough. People wake up, break this thing up so we all could be safe. All hell Biafra, all hell Adudua. Please, people, like and subscribe. Why do we have 89 people, you know, likes when there's over 1,000 people watching this thing? Please, pay your offering. I beg.
Inflation is affecting that like as well. A lot of people seem
to
be rationing it. Well, thanks for reminding me.
Yes, I think we might have to distribute some rice, you know, to get them to start kicking the light.
Maybe we'll have to, you know. Thank you so much, man. Okay, you have a good
all right, bro.
All right?
Take care. Keep up the good.
Sorry about. I think it was saying something there. Sorry about that. So I have another caller on the line, and thanks a lot. Okay. For example, right now I have received. I got no. Oh, thanks so much, prayer docents. Okay, so I got your message. I joined. Thanks so much, ma'am. I've missed you, though. Like, I've not heard from you in a while. So, yeah, this is your message. Like, well, you joined while I was announcing this support. So, for these two men, and as we speak, I have received £75. See? So I can actually get the £300 before we go tonight. And then I can have them probably call in and just say thank you here. They are not in Nigeria, so to say. I know they're not. So that's very kind of you, ma. Thank you. I got your message just now. So I have another caller. Hello.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir. How are you?
The CA from Atlanta, my good. It's been a while.
CA from Atlanta. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a yeah.
How are you, sir?
So I'm good. Thank you for all you do.
Thanks.
Good show once again. Always a masterpiece. No door. You never had a bad day. No door moment, man. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. For
about what's going on.
Me, because you actually have to sit there for hours. So you know what I mean. So thank you too. Baba.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Even at work, all I do is put on my headpiece and I'm working. I'm listening. You know. Your morning program, I mean, so we can't. It's a tonic. We can't miss it. It's every day. It's a tonic.
It's a tonic. Like worth it. You know.
Yeah. Yes. We look forward to it always.
Of Mayegun's Diary Political requires that you have to give them the quality content that is worth their time.
Yeah. And now you're doing the. You come a long way, man. You're not a master in your craft. I tell you.
I'm trying. Thanks, man.
Yeah. You see, this Nigerian government, I'm not even as Nigerian, not just Tinubu, I mean successive administration, the politicians, the so-called politicians. Even if these voters don't get the required result, that day will come. It's coming.
That day is coming.
There's no way you can't be lying to people year in, year out, decade after decade, and expect to go scot-free. It is not going to happen. They will come. This is getting ridiculous. The insensitivity of the government is alarming.
I mean, take a look at all this money is flying, all this money flying everywhere.
Just imagine.
There's no effect not even on the
you bought a yacht, you bought a yacht, you bought this, bought presidential jet, you 20 billion for Shetima, for the terrorist Shetima. Yeah. What is going on, for God's sake? What is going on? And I think what that lady said is true. Shetima is worse than Tinubu. With Shetima, Nigeria will be in a deep, deep mess. That guy is wicked. You can look at his face, his cadence, the way he just look at him, you know he's full of anger and hatred written all over him.
Give him power and see what will happen.
I am telling you, that guy, well, let's see, but I know that one day monkey will go market in Mayego. I keep telling people, if you look at the quality of leadership, the leaders we have, it's not a coincidence that we're going to fail. Look at Buhari. This guy is a stark illiterate. The only topic Buhari can discuss with you without looking at anything is Ruga. That is all. That is all. That's his favorite topic. That's the only thing he can tell you.
When the people he wants to get the Ruga for were destroying the people, other people from his region, from his own state, Katsina, kidnapping children, raping women, right? He is still very much strong-willed to give.
That guy is so empty.
To appease them.
He's so empty and clueless. And I don't understand Nigerians. I was a kid when my dad, in those days, I'm in my 50s, I was a little boy. My dad would come back home in those days, in his late 70s, 80s, and come with Daily Times. Mm-hmm. My dad would drop the Daily Times on the table, we'll go through it. 9 o'clock NTA News, my dad would make sure at that 7-6-year-old, you must sit down and listen to the news. So I got enlightened early. Buhari was, this era when he was in military administration was one of the worst in the history of this country. And this same man was rebranded and came back again, and so our elders that knew him, that knows better, supported this guy and brought him back for 8 years to destroy Nigeria.
They allowed him to come back and wreak havoc.
He's a military man. He's going to stop Boko Haram. He's an upright man. He doesn't take bribe. This guy had $2.8 billion stolen when he was missing, when he was petroleum whatever project then. This guy is as corrupt as anybody and wicked too. This guy threatened Nigerians that if he doesn't win the election, this is going to happen. That if you kill Boko Haram, any attack on Boko Haram is attack on the North. He said all this, and Nigerians still voted for him. We still have people, professors, PhD holders supported this guy.
Tomorrow, they will still speak for him.
They'll speak for him.
He's a man of probity. He's a man of integrity. Like, come on, man. Under them, integrity actually means a different thing now. You know that.
The same thing they did with Tinubu, that he built Lagos. And actually, I stayed in Lagos for over 45 years. Which build are you talking about?
Build, go. Because a lot of you that will go back to that same Lagos now just will be like, Lagos was cleaner when you were younger. 45 years ago, it wasn't this worse. 50 years ago, we still have those images. Then we know when everything is changing.